This is Josh Smith with Notebooks.com. Today we're going to take a look at an accessory that's good for your cell phone or for using VoIP, a program like Skype, to do longer calls. So if you just have your standard cell phone, it's hard to kind of get a good grip like this if you want to do something else while you're talking. So what we're looking at is the YUBZ, or YUBZ, as it is spelled, YUBZ, retro handset. So this looks pretty much just like the phone that you'll find in dorm rooms across the country, maybe at your parents' house. It's a standard retro style phone. What's different about it is instead of a phone jack on the other end that plugs into a base, it has a 2.5 millimeter audio jack. And so this will connect to numerous phones, and it ships with a bunch of adapters like this one, which allows me to plug it into my Motorola Droid and use it to make calls. So I could call someone, maybe I'm doing tech support for my dad while I'm working on something else, and I don't have to have my hands busy, I don't have to use speakerphone. The other thing that's nice about this is this is the YUBZ retro handset, which is $45 and works primarily with phones, but we have a USB adapter that retails for $30, which we can plug this into. So maybe I'm at my office and I want to talk on this over Skype or other VoIP services. I'm good to go. I have an office phone like the rest of my coworkers, so I can, again, kind of talk like this, just have something that's different to pick up and use than a standard cell phone, or trying to fit a headset on all the time. There is a volume slider and an answer call button on this. If you only want one for internet calling, you can get the YUBZ Talk Online for $80. It's pretty lightweight. This part is, you have the standard coily cord that actually seems to weigh about as much as the phone. But you're not going to be carrying this around in your back pocket or something. It's mainly going to be used at your desk or around the home. If you have an extra cell phone that you use as a landline, you could plug this in and have something a little bit more convenient to talk on. When it comes down to call quality, the people that I called with this reported that I sound a little bit distant at times, both on VoIP and using my cell phone, but that it was bearable and not a real issue as we carried on conversation. On my end, the caller sounded fine, but because I have this up like this and I'm kind of blocking my ear off from the rest of the noise, including my voice, it sounds a little weird. As soon as I move the phone like this, I don't get that same effect. But just something to keep in mind. I don't know if it's just how I use it, or the result of trying to hook it to my shoulder there, but something to keep in mind. So in the end, the YUBZ, or YUBZ retro handset for $45 seems like a pretty good buy if you're looking for something a little bit different, to stand out, to chat in a more comfortable position. And if you're concerned about radiation, one thing that they do note is because we're using this and we have this long cord, we're keeping our cell phone far away from us. So again, not for everyone, but it's a pretty nifty little tool, and if you have it on your desk, your coworkers are sure to ask you some questions. If you have people over, they'll be like, oh cool, and they'll want to plug it into their phone. Again, $45 for the version that plugs into your cell phone with numerous adapters, a $30 USB adapter that plugs into your computer for VoIP calling, and then also there is one that has just a USB cord at the other end. And that's Josh Smith for Notebooks.com taking a look at the retro handset.